Okay, hello everyone. So today our group will be presenting about the differences between RP, which is received pronunciation, and American English. So there are multiple differences between the two, which makes this an interesting topic to discuss, especially since English is the native language to both America and the British countries. So today we will be exploring these differences. And with me are Aisha Zahra, Nur Atira Dania, Nur Rabiatul Alwani, and Rozifa Binti Jumadi.
Hello everyone, my name is Asha Zahra and I would like to present about the differences between British English and American English. Now, the first thing is British English is a set of varieties of the English language native to the United Kingdom. Meanwhile, the American English is a set of varieties of the English language native to the United States. Now, the main difference between British English and American English is in pronunciation. Received pronunciation developed at the end of the 18th century during the period of the American Revolution. At that time, there was no pronunciation by which people in America could be distinguished from people in England. British English also has strong roots in their grandmother's language because his ancestry is like French and German. Hence, the tone and dialect are more complicated than American English. One of the differences of received pronunciation and American English is rhoticity. Now, rhoticity is the pronunciation of the letter R in RP and American English. Both are different based on its position in a word and the surrounding sound. When the tip of the tongue is positioned just behind the alveolar ridge, without touching any part of the mouth, the R sound is created as a voice approximant. In RP, it's traditionally considered a non-rhotic accent. This means that the R sound is not typically pronounced at the end of a syllable or before a consonant, resulting in silent or very subtle R pronunciation in words. For example, car.
So American English is generally considered a rhotic accent. So this means that the R sound, the R sound, is typically pronounced in most positions, including at the end of a syllable or before a consonant. So this means that regardless of the position of the R sound, it would be it would sound as is and unmodified. So I will be showing the examples in the next slide. And here we have the two words that we will be using as an example. Okay, so the first word is the word fort. So as we know, British English, how the R sound is pronounced, it's mostly silent or very subtle. So in the word fort, British English would be pronounced as fort. Okay, so if you can see the transcription here, you can see that the R is not present. Present means that it's silent. So we have fort. Okay, as for American English, you can see the R and it's pronounced as fort. Fort. Notice how the sound in fort is unmodified. It's not changed in any way. It sounds as is. So fort. Fort. Okay, so the next word we have is star. Star. Okay, the word star. Okay, so here you can see that in the transcription for the British English, it is inside parentheses, meaning that it is pronounced very subtly. So you would pronounce it as star. Star. You can hear the R sound, but not as much. So it's star. Whereas in American English, you would pronounce it as star. Star. You can hear the R. Star.
Hello lovely viewers, I am Nur Atadana Binti Abdul Halim, holding the matriculation number 100296. I would like to explain in detail the second example of the difference between received pronunciation and the American English pronunciation. In RP, also known as British English accent, the diphthong O is commonly used as seen in words like goat. In this accent, the second part of the diphthong is characterized by the mid-central vowel schwa O and the long open-minded back-rounded vowel O. In other hand, in many American English accents, there is a tendency for the diphthong O shift towards O. The second part of the diphthong becomes more pronounced and resembles the open mid-back-rounded vowel O. There are many examples of words that can be used in order to hear the differences between these accents. For instance, as what we can see here, go in British English accent is pronounced as go, while in American accent is pronounced as go. Next, the second word now in British accent is pronounced as no, while in American accent is pronounced as now. By this, what we can conclude from the given information is that both received pronunciation, RP, also known as British English accent, and certain American English accents exhibit variation in the pronunciation of the diphthongs. In received pronunciation, the diphthong O is characterized by the mid-central vowel schwa, and the long open mid-back rounded vowel O. In some American English accents, the diphthong O tends to shift towards O, with the second part of the diphthong resembling the open mid-back rounded vowel O. These differences highlight regional variations in vowel pronunciation on between these two accents. That's it from me. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Rabiatul. I'll be presenting the next slide. The third difference of the pronunciation of the sound in British English and American English would be the vowel O to R. In received pronunciation, the vowel O is pronounced as an mid-open back rounded vowel. The sound is distinct, representing a short, open mid-back rounded vowel, while in American English, it is pronounced either as an open back rounded long sound or as an open mid-back rounded long vowel. There are some examples that can be used to determine the differences of the sound O to R. The first example would be the word what. In British English, what is pronounced as what. What. While in American English, what is pronounced as what. What. The second example would be the word clock. In British English, clock is pronounced as clock. Clock. While in American English, the word clock is pronounced as clock. Clock. That is all for me. Thank you.
Different is change of A. Around the period of the American Revolutionary War, the vowel A in Southern English, which would become the seat of RP, began to alter. This near open front unrounded vowel A continues before being lowered to the open back unrounded vowel R. Vowel A become vowel R in RP when vowel A is before sound S, F, and T. For example, the word pass in British English pronounced as pass and in American English pronounced as pass. The word calf in British English pronounced as calf and in American English pronounced as calf.